watercolors and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and today I have something really exciting for you guys. I am so thrilled. Jane Davenport has come out with a new palette for watercolors, and I got it. Let me show you. Ta-da! I love this color, you guys. This is like my color now. Perfect, Jane. So I watched her video. She kind of sort of released this on YouTube. I don't know if that's official that she released it on YouTube, but she, introduced it on a live video YouTube feed on September, was it the 21st or the 22nd? It was either the day that these were going to be in stores at Michael's or the day before. And I posted a comment saying what date it was and that I was going to Michael's first thing in the morning. So I think it was the same. Yeah, I think the video was the 21st and they came out at Michael's on the 22nd. And you guys, they are not cheap. They are $31.99. It was $31.90 or $31.99 at Michael's. But that day, that Saturday, the 22nd, they had a 50% off one item that day only coupon, and I actually looked it up I think the night before, and it said it was going to be, for the next day. So I was a little leery because I've tried to use, like when I got my butterfly markers, I wanted to use the one day only 60% off coupon, but of course Michael's had the butterfly markers on sale for 30 or 40% off, and so I could not use the coupon. So I was like, hey, if they're there today, I'm getting it because I may not be able to get it for cheaper than 50% off, which is good anyway. So after tax and everything, it was $17 and change, which is amazing. And so don't fear, I'm going to show you this in just a second. So I already had a medium size, and I just put this on here because I think it wore off the label or something, but this is a Pintail water brush marker. And then I went back the next day because I had a 40% off coupon. You know how when you buy stuff at Michael's, sometimes you get on your receipt. I'm sorry about all the shadows, you guys. It's later in the day than I normally film, so you might see some. But so I had a coupon for 40% off from the register, and so the next day I got this. It comes in one package of Jane Davenport water brush markers. It's a fine point. See if you can see that. Again, I'm so sorry about the shadows. Fine point and a broad point, and they come in a pack for $7.99, and I got that 40% off, and I still had $2 left, or $2 and something left on my birthday gift card my husband got me back in February. So I ended up spending, with tax and everything, $3 and change on the water brush marker. So this was all a really, really good deal. Okay, so into the watercolors. Ta-da! Oh, sorry, you came loose there, apart there. Let's get you back in here. So here is what they look like. Snap you right back in there. So this is the Brights palette, and I hope you can get a really good view and that it's not too dark because it's starting to get a little dark outside. But I did the so this comes in the package, and Jane on her video on her live feed on YouTube, she was showing how on one of hers she hadn't laminated it and got wet, so she made sure that she laminated the other ones, and I actually put some adhesive squares to kind of hold it down. But so this is what comes in there. Hello artists, and it describes the watercolor feature palette, and on here it tells you it's the Jane Davenport Bright palette. So there are two other palettes at the store right now, and I don't remember what they are called, but this is the third one that just released in the store at Michael's on September 22nd. And then I did the little test page right here, and they're really pretty colors. So there are only like a couple of primary colors, and this is ink, but it's not really black, it's more of a really dark blue. And then maybe the yellow is kind of a primary color, because I think it says on here, or she said on there, that there are 3 primaries, so you can mix. Yeah, it says 3 primaries, so you can mix any color. And I'm trying to be sure what the primaries are. So I believe they're probably the yellow, which she calls Buzzy, and they all have like mermaid names is the way she described them. So probably this Buzzy yellow, the ladybug red, and maybe the butterfly blue. I think that probably is it. Yeah, of the primary colors. Okay, and so I just used some adhesive squares to kind of hold that down, and I laminated. I actually didn't use my laminator. Oh, I'm sorry, the table's shaking. I didn't actually use my laminator. I used some of that vinyl adhesive because I had some. It's really inexpensive as opposed to using a laminating sheet. All right, so here again are the really, really pretty vivid colors, and I thought I would just kind of test it a little bit on screen with you guys. And test out her water brush markers. Now, what's a little different about these markers is, oh, there's a little less shadowing there maybe, is I couldn't find a for sure water line. You know how you only supposed to put water up to a certain point, so I just decided to not go past this point, and so I get to test that out as well. So this will be my first time, other than doing this little, you know, test there, this will be my first time. So I don't know what I want to do. Let's see. So I'm going to start with maybe a little, this little medium size Pintail, and just kind of do maybe the middle of a, let's look at what the colors look like, and do kind of maybe the middle of a flower. So I'm going to try ink, drop a little bit of water on there. And you know, you can use this plastic to kind of, you know, dampen your water if you want, but I like to use, where did I put it? I like to use these microfiber towels because they work really well and they wash out. So I'm just going to kind of maybe do, and this is a little booklet that I made, and it's got watercolor paper, and I just put it together, and I'm just going to kind of test with it. So let's do kind of just a basic. So this, and this is with a lot of water. This is the ink color. Okay. It looks a little more, is that ink? Oh, I think I put it in the wrong spot. Yeah, when it came apart, I switched it because this is not ink, this is royal. Which is fine. Royal can be the center of my flower, but I need to switch these. I need to switch these because that is not the right one for the label. So let's switch you. And put ink right there. There we go. All right, so the center of my flower now is a royal. Okay, so what color do I, so I want to use, I think I want to use the broad. So I'm going to use the Jane Davenport broad. And let's see what color would go well with that. Now that mystic wood, but I wanted to kind of contrast because, you know, I like how Jane makes things look really, really different. They don't have to look a certain way with her. I'm going to do this Frida, which is this one right here. Right here is Frida. So I'm going to try this Jane Davenport. Drop a little water on there. Okay, and I didn't do too much, which is perfect because I want this to be pretty dark. And I'm just going to, so this is a broad one, so I'm going to see how broad it makes the petals. Oh, I like that. Let's make some broad petals. Flower petals. Ah, I like it. And I like that I'm letting it kind of fill out on the ends. That's out a little further than I wanted it to, but I want to, oh, I didn't want you to do that, sorry. Now I have more water, more color on the brush than I did, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back over it. I think it's so pretty. Should have put more water on my, should have put more water in there. So let me put a little more water. Oh, that's too much water. It's okay, I'm gonna take some off. Okay. All right, now I wanna just broaden this a little. Yeah. Colors are so pretty. They're unique and they're so pretty. Oh, I do like it. I love the variation. It's just so gorgeous. Okay, so I want that to be, I want to put a little bit more darker touches, sort of like, no, I want you to be darker. Yeah, just kind of build in some little darker spots. I don't want it to be too crazy. That is okay. Yeah. And I think I'll just put a little stem that goes kind of off the page. So that was broad. And let me see, I think I want to do the fine one now for the, oh, yeah, that color's really dark. That really pretty magenta though. Yeah, all right, so let's put the cat back on there, and I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna make the, let's see, the greenest, well, that mermaid color. I like that. Okay, this is mermaid. Put a little bit of water. Okay, more than I wanted, but I think that'll work. A little more. And I like it. Such pretty colors. Now, maybe I can take the fine point. This is the fine point. But I didn't really use the tip and really demonstrate how good it is. So what could I add, you guys? Just a different, I think I'll do ladybug, so it's kind of close to that maroonish pink that this Frida is. Or I could do fairy tale. Or I could do best friend. I think I want to do best friend. Let's try that best friend color. See how that turns out. Okay, this is best friend right here. Just a dollop of water. And I'm going to try to take this fine tip and see what I can do with it. Yeah, I like that. But I need a little more color, and I want it to, yeah. Just to give it a little more sort of detail. I may not like this, but I'm gonna make it work some kind of way. I just like having the option and letting it just be what it wants to be, you know? Sometimes we get that choice in life. I guess we always get that choice. Sometimes we think we don't have it, but, and I know I'm shaking this table, you guys. I promise I'm trying not to. Oh, I'm starting to love it. You guys know I love flowers. And it's so weird because I don't really buy flowers. I mean, I would buy and take care of plants, which I need to get some new ones. Now that I've moved and given them, my old ones, new homes. I need to get them, you know, like, sort of like my babies, like pets. But flowers, I never really buy, but I like to draw and paint them for some reason. Yeah. So I hope this is relaxing and therapeutic for you guys, and you're not like, I'm tired of watching her do a bunch of strokes. But it's feeling great for me. It's been a stressful 2 or 3 months, and Art is definitely my therapy. Oh, love it. So I'm definitely going to be using this in my traveler's notebooks. And I could have done that today, but I wanted to test out, since this is actual watercolor paper, and this little journal, pocket journal I made. I went a little further on these little details on this end, and I really didn't intend to do that, but I guess I'll make the rest a little more symmetrical to kind of go with it. But there we go. Let's see, maybe I could put a little line or something inside the stem so it looks a little more like a stem. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this in camera. I think I'll put, let's maybe put a little bit this, see if this will show up on that color. I'm not sure if it will. Oh, it actually blends really well. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, I don't think we need any more detail on that. I think I like that like it is. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your support. You guys are amazing. And I want to ask you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And check out these products from Jane Davenport. Check out those coupons at Michael's. And, you know, doodle and paint and create your heart away. And I want to remind everyone that subscribe to my channel that you get an additional discount from my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop. And that discount is in the comments below, and there's a new one every month. And until next time, everyone, happy planning.